just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello again, friends, on air and off air. Welcome to On the Dot, and this is our first year anniversary officially. On this day, November 17th, I think so. Diana?
Yes, it's on my Facebook memory
Yes.
today.
My name is Dot, and my partner here is...
Benjamina Casino, Mia for short. Hi everyone! Happy anniversary to us.
Yes, to us and to all our guests.
8A, happy anniversary.
I don't know how many episodes that would be, like 52 perhaps, if it's a complete year. 52 episodes. I'm just not sure.
For us. 52 Wednesdays for us.
52 Wednesdays for us. And it's wonderful because it's in time with Thanksgiving. We're very thankful for that. We thank all our guests who have blessed us with their wisdom, their wit, their funny stories, their amazing miracles. And thank you so much. And also to PHLV and the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in Nevada. Thank you so much for allowing us, Mia and myself, to do this and use the name of UP. Thank you. We're just so happy about this. Okay, Mia, what are you thankful for today?
And thank you to all the listeners too.
Of course, yes. Yes.
And the regulars.
The regulars like Adele, Kuya Rex, Flora, Kuya Yo. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, what's our show for today, Mia?
We are thankful and grateful, and we are thankful for, we thank our guardian angels. Thank your guardian angel is our episode for today. So let me ask you, Dot, was there ever a time in your life that you felt protected or guided by your guardian angel?
You know, Mia, even before I became aware of angels, I just felt protection. But I didn't know at the time that they could be angels. You know, I was not that into the supernatural or the unseen, the non-physical aspects of my life. But yes, Mia, especially when it comes to my children, our children,
Yes.
you know, from accidents, driving at night. Like, for example, Dan drove all the way from Washington, D.C. Up to here in Vegas. He never told me he was driving. It took him 2 days. He was alone on the road for like intermittently, like 10 hours a day until he reached the gate. And I was shocked. So, and many times he felt like he was in danger, but he also felt guarded and guided. So I believe in that. How about you, Mia?
Well, I could remember, ever since I was a child, every night I would pray to my angel. You know that prayer, angel of God, my guardian dear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I pray that every night until now, and I extend that to my children. So I just changed it to an angel of God, their guardian dear.
Yes.
So,
See, they're real.
yes, and
Yeah.
even my friends would tease me. She's an angel, so every time they put the prank on me, it backfires. So they
All
would
right.
say she has an angel, so don't mess with her.
Don't mess with Mia. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So should I introduce our guest already?
Yes. Yes. Let's have a beautiful conversation with our
Yeah.
angels.
Yes. So our guest is a best-selling author of the Wellness Universe Guide to Complete Self-Care and the Ultimate Guide to Self-Healing, Volume 2 and 3, Spreading Love, Joy, and Peace. And she has a website, which I will be asking why it's called www.angelangle.com. Our guest, Miss Janette Stuart. Yay! Welcome.
Hi, friends. Welcome and
Welcome, Janette.
congratulations. Thank you. And congratulations on your 1 year anniversary. I am just so honored to be here and to share this wonderful event with you.
Thank you. We are also honored to have you with us, sharing this day with us and our listeners. Yes. Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Mia, with your first question. I think it's beautiful.
Yes. Why is your website called Angel Angle?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Mia. And I was given that name from the angels. This was a year before I retired in 2014. And they wanted me to have a business and call it Angel Angles because of two reasons. One, because the word angel and angles are often misspelled for each other. And for the second reason is that they wanted me to put a heavenly slant into people's lives using the name Angel Angles. So at an angle, right, you're going upward, slanting towards the heavens, or it could be slanting down into a place you don't want to be. And so when they said that, I'm like, okay, we'll go forward with that. So in between the angel and the angles, I have a dash to kind of differentiate it. And a lot of times when people see it, they think it's angel angels. Just that's how our brain works.
Wow.
How did they give you a sign?
Well, I get a feeling, and it just came to me out of the blue. I wasn't asking for it. And so I really pay attention to those senses when I'm getting this heavenly nudge. And there's lots of ways that the angels can get our attention. Sometimes you'll hear snippets of a song that means something to you. Sometimes you'll find coins. And right before our conversation started today, I was out walking my dog and I found a penny on the ground. That's a very common thing for me. The angels are always leaving me money around. And so when I see it, I pick it up and say thank you. And earlier this week, I found 26 cents. And my birthday is on the 26th of the month. And so I'm a real numbers person. My previous career was in finance and HR. And so I'm always looking for angel numbers. In fact, my son is born on 11/11, which is real cool angel number, which means like make a wish, things are happening. So also people can, besides feeling the angel's presence, they may have an inner knowing, like, oh, I know this message is coming from the angels, or sometimes you'll hear, like I said, snippets of a song or read something or hear something that you just know is your truth. And that's our angels trying to get our attention or leaving us feathers or seeing animals where we just know we're getting a message of love from above.
Oh, wow.
Funny you mentioned 1111. I've been seeing that number since I was single, like back in the 90s, without really knowing what it was. And then I just learned about that being an angel number 3 years ago.
Cool. So I see that all the time. And when I see 1111, to me, it reminds me of my son because he was born on 1111. And I usually will send him a prayer blessing. I'll be like, oh, hi, son, love you. You know, just thinking, not texting him that, just sending the love because I feel that that connection is important. Whether he knows about it or not, I know about it and the angels know about it. And so like, I'm paying attention for those signs.
So did you like what you learned about your numbers, Mia?
Oh,
11,
yeah,
11?
definitely, yeah. Because it was mind-boggling to me why I would see it, you know, the digital clock and everywhere. I would see 11, and I would,
Yeah.
why would I see that all the time? It creeped me out when I was single. That was back in the 90s, so I didn't understand what it was. So it creeped me out every time I see it. And then when I realized it 3 years ago, I was like, "Ooh, cool! Now I know the number."
Yeah. So a friend of mine shared a really cool thing about the number 11. So the number 1, we think of God and divinity of source, like we're all one. And then me, I'm here, and 1 and 1 together. So it feels like protection. It feels like divine love. It feels like just divine goodness magnified. So when you see 11, you might think of that, the 1 and 1, and how much stronger you are with your divine connection.
Yeah. Ooh. That's awesome, Mia, no?
Yeah.
Wow. Like with with other numbers too, 12, 12, 10, 10. So 1, 1, 2, 2. Yes. They say too that, well, according to our readings, that when you see double numbers, you can be very sure that these are messages from not from this realm, not from the earth. Is that true? Yes, Janette?
I believe that that's true. And like I said, my son is born on 10/10. My husband is, 11/11. My husband is born on 10/10, and my grandma was born on 4/4. So it's just like, I have all these cool numbers and my sister and I have the same birthday. Ours is March 26th. We're not twins, we're 5 years apart, but to have that number, and our great grandmother was born on that day. So it just feels like a blessing.
Wow.
And like, I know we're going to talk about miracles, but one of my favorite quotes from Einstein is, there is only 2 ways to live your life. One is like everything is a miracle, and the other is like nothing is a miracle. And so it's our choice. And I have chosen this year, my word of the year is miracles. So I'm always looking for miracles, and it could be a little miracle, it could be a big miracle, and it could be a flower blooming at just the right moment. And that's my miracle, because I'm paying attention and, just appreciating the beauty of nature. So.
That's what can you say about that? I love it. I love that so much. So I'm gonna invite our listeners and our viewers on Facebook and on the app, PHLV Radio app. If you have questions and if you want like guidance from Janette and the angels, she's so willing to give you a reading, aren't you, Janette?
Yes.
Yes.
And I thought we would use my latest deck of cards called Drenched in Love.
Would you like to show that?
Sure.
Yes.
So last month, I released my newest book called Drenched in Love, and it's a devotional / journal, and it has daily blessings and room that you can write your own thoughts and messages. And then as a accompaniment to that, I was guided to create these, I call them angel cards. They're inspirational cards, and they have a beautiful blessing on each one. And there's 44 in the deck because I couldn't stop myself with the angel numbers. And that means your angels are near. So,
Yes, I just also want to show the other deck that you made.
You've got that. I created that in 2017, and those are called Love Notes from the Divine. And
Love Notes from the Divine.
They can be, you can find out about them on Amazon or my website in the shop of my website. So, but yeah, we talked about you're inviting somebody to get a reading. So do you have someone in mind?
Can I have my, yes, Mia.
Mia?
Go Mia
okay,
first.
Mia. Okay, Mia. So I'm shuffling the cards, and what message does Mia need to hear today? That's the way I use my oracle cards, my inspiration cards. And Mia, your message is, may I go safely into the world knowing I am loved, protected, and supported. And here is the beautiful angel picture.
Ooh.
So it's got the beautiful colors. So purple is the color of divinity, crown chakra. You can see behind Dot. She's got her chakra wall hanging. Mia, may I go safely into the world knowing I am loved, protected, and supported.
Nice.
So may that bless your heart with so much love, joy, and peace.
Hey, you like it, Mia?
Yes, I love and supported.
Yes, you're feeling
Yes,
the love.
Feeling loved. Yes, my turn. Yay.
Okay,
What could be
Dot.
for me?
Dot. This one wants to jump out of the deck. May delight and wonder guide the way for you today, dear one. May delight and wonder guide the way for you today, dear one.
Yes, delight and wonder. I love that.
I'm
Delight and
going to
wonder.
give a little sneak peek. I haven't mentioned this to anyone, but
Ooh.
I believe my word of the year for 2022 is going to be wonder. It's been tickling me the last week or so, and it just seems magical to be on the lookout for wonder every day and every moment next year.
Yeah.
So I love your message, Dot. May that bless your heart with so much love, joy, and peace.
Yes, it does bless my heart. Because for me, that's very childlike. It's inviting me to be childlike, to be delighted, and to be curious about life or the little things. And I love that. Thank you so much, Janette.
Yes,
and also it reminds me earlier you said the little signs from the universe of the presence of angels, feathers as well.
Feathers. Yes, like your feather earrings. Yes. Yes.
So when you see feathers along the way, they are also signs that, What about if the place is infested with birds? There's a lot of
You might be needing to watch where you step, right? But the cool
It could be
thing is you find feathers where there's no birds. In fact, a friend of mine was homebound, and she would find in her office, she would go in and she didn't have down pillows or anything in her room. And she would go in after cleaning and there would be a feather. And she'd be like, okay, angels, thank you.
wow. Yeah, that's a wow.
Yeah. And if you find a black feather, that's a sign of protection. So Mia got the message about being supported and loved and protected. So if you find a black feather, that shows protection. Same thing like with a black stone.
That changes my perception about black.
Right.
We often think of black as bad, evil, darkness, but
right.
yeah.
Right. And to know that it's protection. Also, Archangel Michael, who is God's right-hand man, angel, and the great protector. The color associated with him is a royal blue, royal purple, which in some light could look dark. So that just kind of came to mind that, there's all these beautiful colors associated with different archangels and feeling a color, seeing a color, that's all different signs of love from above.
This is such a rich topic. I feel like I want to go to colors and crystals and healing. I'm prompted to ask you about the miracle of your healing, Janette, if you're free to talk about that.
Yes, I would love to. So in 2009, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and I hadn't been feeling well, but the shock of being diagnosed with cancer, it's like, how could I have cancer? I thought I ate healthy and did all the right things and blah, blah, blah. So I took a course of treatment using Western medicine. So I used chemotherapy and also I was guided by the angels to help heal myself and tune into love. And my word of the year for 2019 was flourish. So a million times that year, I would ask myself, how could I flourish in this moment? And sometimes that was being able to take a sip of water. Sometimes that was taking a nap. Sometimes the flourishing was knowing that brighter days were ahead. Early on, a few months into my treatment, they were hoping that my tumor would be able to be removed by surgery, but it was borderline whether I could have the surgery or not. And so when that news came that it was time for the surgery, that the tumor had shrank enough to have the surgery, I had the Whipple procedure and I was scared, right? Nobody wants to be cut open and be in the hospital, but I was also grateful that I could have this surgery to remove the cancer and to live a life that I wanted. At that time, I was only 58 and I didn't know if I was going to see my next birthday. I didn't know if I was going to see my son again. There were just lots of questions along the way. And before my surgery, I woke up from a dream and the angels wanted me to draw a healing stream. And I drew that, and I'm not an artist. So I drew what they wanted me to see, to write out. And I did that and I colored the map and they wanted me to put along the way, there was chemo,
Mhm.
there was surgery, there was flourishing, and um, excellent health. And that's the way my journey came. I was able, after I had the surgery, the Whipple procedure in June of 2019, I got clear margins, no lymph nodes were affected, and I had great labs.
Wow.
And so I didn't have to have any follow-up chemo or treatment, and on surveillance now. They see me every 3 months and do labs. So
Awesome.
the prognosis for pancreatic cancer is very grim, even to this day. And it's like a 90% bad outcome, 10% good outcome. So I got my miracle, and the angels whispered that I was going to be okay. That cancer would be with me for a season, but her lessons would last me a lifetime.
Wow.
And so I want to move forward in gratitude and thanks for that gift of my healing, and to be able to share that experience with others, that there is hope. And despite, bad statistics and all of that, but there is hope. And today I feel so fabulous. I'm so grateful. I could do whatever I want. I could eat whatever I want. And it's just a blessing. So
wow.
that's my health miracle.
Yes. That's
And,
really
and
a
I
miracle.
wrote about it. Yeah, it is.
Laura,
All
what
right.
about gray and white feathers?
Now, what was the question? I heard the white feathers part, but I missed the first part.
What about if you see gray and white feathers?
Ooh, yeah, so I love that. So you're getting those messages, Laura. The angels are showing you that they're around, that you are loved and supported. And sometimes when you see a feather, you might want to just ask, what do I need to know? So that's another sign of love from above. And a lot of times we see lots of white feathers. So white signifies purity, and the gray, so if you mix white and black, white as purity, black as protection, gray in the middle of both of those, so protection and purity and divinity.
I love that. Maybe Flora would like to have Flora, would you like to have a card read to you by? Yeah, I'm just assuming that she would want that. I don't know if she would like to have it.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
So are we pulling one for Flora? What does Flora
Why not?
need
I
to
think
know?
she's a regular in our show. Yes.
So Flora, your message is, may I see things through the lens of divine love. May I see things through the lens of divine love. So think about this as putting on, you've heard of the proverbial rose-colored glasses, and think about if you had heart-shaped glasses, and if you had glasses that the divine, so you could put these glasses on and see the way that God, the divine, sees the matter, sees you, sees others.
Oh, nice. Yes. What
So
do you
may
think
that
of that,
bless your
Flora?
heart, Flora.
And then we have Christy Ralmi watching us on Facebook Live also. Maybe she can have an angel reading too.
Okay,
That's such a
Christy.
great thing to do. Yeah.
Is it Christy with the K or with the C?
With a K. Christy.
K, Christy with a K. Christy with a K. You are protected. You are well. You are protected. You are well.
Wow.
And the background of this card is just a beautiful shot of nature in the daytime, just to remind you to spend a few moments in nature and to feel the gift of the warm sunshine on your skin and to know that you are protected and you are well.
Hey, love it.
And then we also have Raquel Jose Perkins. Raquel Perkins watching us.
Raquel Perkins, and your message. Oh, I love the. So we had a message for Christy in the light, and so we have one here in the shadows. And this message is, let love guide your every move today, dear one. Let love guide your every move today, dear one. And this message has an illuminated heart. So focus on your heart, on being love, on being the change you want to see in the world, feeling the beautiful divine energy flowing through and to you. This also, you can't really tell very much in this card, but it's at the beach. And so there's some beautiful sea foam, there's wet sand. So the beach and being in flow.
Oh, that's a beach. Yes.
All of the beautiful place for you, Raquel. So may that
nice.
bless your heart with so much love, joy, and peace.
And the heart is open too.
Yes.
Right. It's an open
and
heart.
it's illuminated, right?
Illuminated.
It's like, okay, and it's in the forefront. So that's our invitation to live from a place of love.
Yay. You have more?
Christy says, oh my God, love it. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Christy. Christy with a K.
Christy with a K, yes.
That's so awesome. We'll be back we'll take a very short break, and then we'll be back, and then we can ask Janette more about angels, the nature of angels, like how are they different from, what are guardian angels and other things angelic. But we will keep on giving card readings if you're available, if you're open. So meanwhile, let's take a short break.
Okay.
Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From City View Lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
I am alive, and I have angels all around me, and my words for today, which I might be taking with me for a long, long time, are delight and wonder. And those words are given to me from a reading by our very wonderful guest, Janette Stuart from angelangles.com. So here we are at On the Dot. I just want to show my angel right here.
I have one like that too. Let me get it.
Oh, go get it, Mia. So this was gifted by Joy, and she's one of our friends, Janette's and mine, together with Coffee Talk. And I just plug that book. Yeah, Mia, where is it? Oh, to the camera. Ooh,
Oh, very nice.
That's so cute.
It's an amethyst too.
Yours is
Wonderful.
amethyst. Mine is, I forgot the name. I have it there.
Yours
And
is the opalite dot.
opalite, yes, correct. That's my birthstone. Here we go. So Coffee Talk with Douglas is also one of the collaborative works that Janette is in. Yes, she's also our editor here. Yay. Here we go. Okay, Miss Janette. How are guardian angels different from like the cherubims, seraphims? If you're free to talk about that.
So we all have at least 2 guardian angels, and they have been with us since before our birth. And even if you don't believe in angels, they're there. And the thing that gives me a lot of reassurance is that every major religion writes about angels.
Mm-hmm.
And so guardian angels are those that love us and protect us and care for us our whole lives before we were born and when we return back to love. And then there's a whole hierarchy of angels. And we all have spirit guides. So those are loved ones, those are ancestors. They could be people that have gone before us that help us. So you might be interested in art, let's say, and like a particular painter or something. And you might feel an affinity for that person that lived several hundred years ago. And it could be that they are one of your spirit guides. So there's a giant heart hierarchy, the seraphim, cherubim, and that's not really my delight. I'm more into what are they showing me now, and how can I benefit it from it in my life and those that I interact with. And so you could ask your guardian angel for their name. But if you don't hear it or you don't understand it, it doesn't mean that they're not answering your prayer. It just means that maybe you don't need to know, or you don't need to know at that time, because there's divine order and divine timing in all things. But the important part is that they know your name.
Yeah, I love that. They know your name. I don't know their names, all of them. I do have an affinity for Archangel Metatron. And I'm always attracted to the Merkaba or Metatron's cube. I've always been attracted to that. So that's his sign, right? That's a symbol, Metatron.
Yeah. So is Metatron an ascended master that used to be Elijah? Is that Metatron? I think it is the sacred scribe.
Yes.
Okay, I believe that's correct. If I don't have all that right, please forgive me, but I believe that. And so the image that people feel and see is like this giant being, right? So
I see. So what about people who actually see angels or like angelic beings? I'm also thinking of films that feature beings of light and darkness and how they interact with us. Do you have any words of wisdom for us when we're processing films like these or stories like these, appearances in dark?
So what comes to mind when you mention that, Dot, is that a lot of times as kids, we see angels or guides or have imaginary friends, and we're told by well-meaning adults that, oh no, that's not, it's just your imagination and it's not real. So we dismiss it. That happened to me. And it wasn't out of any sort of, anger or anything that I was told that was just my imagination. It was just, as a matter of fact, kind of like, oh no, you're just imagining it. And so I put that aside. I'm like, okay, well, she knows best. So I will just close that part. And it feels like an invitation to look back and see maybe where you have been told by somebody that a gift that you may have is not suitable to them, or they don't want you to be hurt or let down by an experience. So, maybe you did have an imaginary friend. Maybe you like to play out in the garden. And there's lots of elemental energy in the garden, right? There's leprechauns, there's unicorns, there's mermaids in the water, all of these things that people have written about and have felt through centuries. And I just like to invite you to just sit with that kind of inner knowing that we have this innate wisdom, and it might not be right for anyone else, but it's right for you. And when you were little, before you were, kind of shaped into a certain box of this is the norm of what's expected of you. We had this great wisdom. We knew what we wanted. We knew what we came here for, and then we forgot, or it was, kind of beat out of us. Like, okay, no, you're going to be sitting in school. You're going to learn how to write your letters and all of this. So just kind of looking back to the wonder, the laying on the grass, watching the clouds go by, and that feeling of being one with the universe. I think that's kind of a something that we can recreate easily if we just open our hearts and let that happen.
Yeah, yes. Growing up in the Philippines, we are loaded with stories of the otherworldly beings. Like we have what do we have, Mia? We have our duende, which is like a duende. Duende is a dwarf, or an elf.
An elf.
Mhm.
Yes.
An elf. We have a capre. Capre is a tall dark guy who smokes. He lives on trees.
Yeah.
We have
Fairies.
what's that?
We have fairies too.
Fairies, yes. They are our legends are rich of enriched by stories of fairies and
Creatures, yes.
what else?
Mythical creatures like
Yes.
mermaids.
Like mermaids, like
Mermaids,
half man, half
unicorns.
horse. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, the dark ones, the witches, the manananggal for us is a half flying witch whose upper body flies, but the lower body stays on the ground. And if you poured salt on the lower body, the witch won't be able to find its other half. And these things, but we also have angels, right? But not in a Western way. I don't know. Wait. We do have our awareness. My awareness of angels is coming from biblical teachings that they are angels, like the Christmas angel.
Right.
Right.
And that was what I thought about angels too, right? You heard about it at Christmas, you heard about it at church, and I always thought that was cool. But the angels wouldn't work with a normal person like me. It's only like if I was Mother Teresa or if I was giving birth to the Son of Man. You know, I mean, I had to be like a holy one, but it's not the case. The angels, we all have our guardian angels, and it's pure unconditional love from them. And that's where we came from, pure unconditional love. And that's where we'll return when our earthly mission is finished. So, and I think it's cool that you talk about the different cultures, because all of the different religions have documented about angelic beings. And, you know, the story of Christmas, Archangel Gabriel is the Archangel of Annunciation. You know, the behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy. You know, fear not. And those are specifically mentioned in the text. And it's just really neat to know that, okay, there's the angels and that they will work with me. I don't have to be a holy, perfect one. I can just be regular old me. And since we have free will, we need to ask for the angels' help and they'll help us. And we need to be specific about what we want. And it is a way to have a deeper relationship with the divine. As it's kind of an ongoing devotion.
Yeah. Yes. Wow. You have a question, Mia?
No. I'm just agreeing with, I've always believed in guardian angels.
Yes. What's your most miraculous? Oh, go ahead, Janette.
Sorry. Mia, I just wanted on the break, I got this book yesterday called Angel Numbers. And it's by Kyle Gray. And I wanted to read what he says about 1111. And then maybe you want to invite your listeners, if they see a number, if they wonder what that means, then I could read a section. So Mia, 1111, according to Kyle Gray, means you are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. So isn't that beautiful?
Oh, goosebumps.
Yeah, I call those angel bumps.
Yeah.
Angel bumps.
and so that's like part of the feeling, right? The being clairsentient. So I know when the angels are near because I feel them. You know, you feel the electricity. Even now I'm getting angel bumps because they're near. They're delighting in us talking about them and, you know, making their presence known more mainstream. And we're focusing on how more alike we are instead of how different we are. And they're delighting in that. So does anyone in your Facebook comments, do they have a number that they see repeatedly that they want to know about? This goes from number 1 to 1,000 or 999.
1 to 1,000. I'm interested in 3, like repeated threes. Like I'm living in a house with 333. So I wonder about that. Like my life here has been very good. So far, so good.
Okay. 333. Dot. You are powerfully aligned with Jesus and other ascended masters at this time. You are at a crucial point on your journey where you can go beyond all previous setbacks.
Oh, there's no turning back there.
You can go beyond it. beyond all previous setbacks.
Wow. Woof. Woof,
That's
woof,
pretty
woof.
powerful.
It is. Wow. I can go beyond. There's no turning
Yep.
back. It's a powerful
Yep.
portal, powerful dimension.
Yeah,
I
a-
love that. Yeah.
A crucial point
Point.
in
Yeah.
your journey.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm not
And I
seeing.
love
Yeah.
that you're powerfully aligned with Jesus and other
Yes.
ascended masters.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it. Even though I'm not
Yeah.
religious, I'm spiritual.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a difference there. I'm not
Yes.
bound by any religious structure. I just love everyone. So
Your
I guess
religion is love.
oh yes, yes. Mia is just smiling. Have we gone woo-woo here? There's always something for everyone. If you're attracted, if you're aligned to this kind of talk, then by all means jump in. And if you have a number that you want to ask our expert here or the book that she's reading, then feel free to do that too. Is there anyone else on the app, Kuya Yo or Mia? You see anyone?
Right now, no questions about numbers yet. But yeah, we invite the listeners and the viewers if you have any questions, if you see any repeated numbers in your time.
Yes.
Now's the time.
Now is the time. You may see them also on plate numbers before you while you're driving. And of course the clock, that's very very common. What else? They appear in like your
Telephone numbers.
oh
Yes.
Oh, I have a question, Janette.
Addresses, all of that. I had a
Mhm.
rental car in Hawaii and my last numbers were 444. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect.
oh yeah.
Oh, there. How about 555?
555, you got it. Okay,
From
555. All of your efforts are paying off. Abundance is yours to have, live, and experience. Open your heart, arms, and mind to receive the blessings that are being offered to you now.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Wow, you
Wow.
love that. Abundance and openness and receiving blessings. Woo!
So that you can receive them and pass them on to others. I really love that.
Nice. Mia, you have another question, right? Earlier.
How about repeated dreams?
Oh, repeated dreams. Okay, so I'm not a rememberer of my dreams, so I rarely remember things. So when the angels give me messages, it's very short, so I can remember it. Like last night, I'm writing an article and they want me to focus on, for the holidays, simple is best. So they gave it short and sweet. So that's my message for my dream. But a lot of people have experiences in dreams, like where they're flying, or if you keep having the same dream, they're trying to get your attention about what that dream means. And a lot of times it's not, like the dream could be scary, but the message that they're trying to give you might not be scary. So and there's lots of ways you can look into what dreams mean online. So I invite you to do that. It's not my area of expertise, but I think it's cool. And I think it's another way that people can get messages, because when you're asleep, your resistance is not there. So that's a way that you're not holding on, thinking about, what does this experience mean? I'm too busy. I can't pay attention to this because I have to clean house and buy groceries and make dinner and all of that stuff that happens when we're busy with life. But when we're sleeping, we're not resisting the flow. And it's a time for us to be more closely connected to the divine.
Okay. Repeated dreams.
Yeah, I would say repeated messages.
Yeah.
Pay attention to see what that means for you.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, you could research it online, but if it doesn't resonate with you, and I invite you to tune in and see what that message means for you. And sometimes that could be spending 10 minutes out in nature and just getting some fresh air and thinking about, what does this message mean to me? Because we have the wisdom of the divine flowing to us at all times. And we have the DNA of the universe flowing in our veins and the experience that our ancestors have had. So we have so much wisdom, and we tend to relegate it. Oh, there's some expert that knows how that works. But a lot of times we just know the truth in our bodies, how it feels to us. And I just invite people to listen for your inner wisdom, because you really are more amazing than you know.
Wow. That just sounds like it sums up everything, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it's like 2 minutes before we end our program. You have the wisdom, you have the inner wisdom to know everything. All you need to do is listen.
Aura says thank you.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
It does align with her question earlier about the gray and white feather and her 555 number in alignment, and having the best of both protection and purity, and then abundance and openness. So, yeah, they all.
And I love that. That's like synchronicity is another way of looking at miracles. Like, how good can we stand it? Like all of these wonderful things are coming to us if we just pay attention and open our hearts to the goodness and grace that is there for us at all the time.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. Yay. Will that be your final message to our listeners and viewers, Janette? Or you have one? I know you have a prayer that you want to share with us. It's beautiful.
So, Dot had held up the Coffee Talk with Douglas book earlier in the broadcast. And this is the prayer for wholeness that I'd like to share. That's on page 4 of this book. And you can also get it for free on my website. I have a pretty PDF that you can go to my shop and get a download of this if it resonates with you, and you could print it out or keep it on your phone or whatever. There's the prayer for wholeness. So would you like me to end, Dot, with this?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Very, very good. It's a very good ending.
Okay, so a prayer for wholeness. Dear divine beloved, creator of all that is, may I walk lightly upon the earth, knowing I am loved, supported, and protected every step of the way. May I fan the flames of my burning dreams, desires, and passions as I create the life I came here to live. May I rest assured that I am enough exactly as I am. Remind me that my worthiness is not dependent on achievement, success, or accolades, should I forget. May my capacity for love and compassion ever expand. May I see myself and others through the blessed lens of divine love. May I speak clearly, easily, and lovingly. May my words be a soothing and healing balm for all. May I cultivate my intuition and inner wisdom as divine gifts. May I honor and embrace my divinity and divine connections as I see the holy spark of your love and light in all living things. I am one with creation. May my heart be filled with love and gratitude. Amen. And so it is.
Amen.
What do you think of that, Mia?
Amen.
Amen. Yes. Amen and amen. And so it is. That's a very beautiful prayer. Very
Thank you,
beautiful.
Dawn.
Thank you so much, Janette.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow. And now it's 1:02. And it's time for us to go. Mia, take us out of here. Janette, thank you so much. And to
Thank you,
all our
Jeanette.
listeners and viewers, thank you all so much. We hope you were truly blessed.
Yes.
And bring the love with you. Take it with you wherever you go. Yay. Mia.
So I leave you with a quote from Machana Diwaya. If God doesn't send an angel, he sends a friend.
A friend. Okay. That's it for today. And may your week be always filled with gratitude and thankfulness for everything. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janette.
Thank you.
Love everyone. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.